Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
They'll run here on first down. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down read option, he keeps it running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Throwing from the gun here. His first throw is an interception. There he goes on the right side. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Throw on third down. Has it downfield working the left. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie this game 7-7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate a win. Every win is so hard in this league. But as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
Throwing now on. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Trying again, following the sack. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And they're gonna have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
To throw it on first down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On now comes their punter. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw now. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Finds a man right side. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run.
Punt team on the field. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Finds his target, Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, Brock, they could have gone a run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
On first down, they'll run. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Their offense running back out now. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. going to throw here and shake off that previous INT. No one around. He's got space. And he makes the Let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Here comes their offense out again. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's complete to Jackson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll throw on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They bring Jackson in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
And they send a man in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses.
And he's in. Touchdown! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense getting all set for this series. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll throw it again. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made over the middle. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 36. On target to Jackson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got 1st down from the 31. Running back sent in motion. He'll throw it yet again. able to hit home, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing the out route, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
It's 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan, well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 16 at the 21-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll try and throw it here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 3.
Our home team, 21.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard.
From the 46. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Design bootleg here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They've got a man in motion. Throwing it again here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Slot man in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now hold on a moment, folks. You got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Pass play now. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he has it down officially to the red zone. Second and 3 now. Throwing from the gun here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They bring Jackson in motion. Here's a give up the middle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Setting up a throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they'll have first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come up 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down.